One autumn, I rode from Cap to Cruz, the easternmost point of mainland Spain, to Cabo de Roca, the westernmost point of Portugal and of the entire Eurasian continent. After camping in a storm and in the strongest winds I've ever felt at Cap de Cruz, I spent 3 idyllic days nestled in the foothills of the Pyrenees, watching gold seep into the forests, rocky mountain peaks pierce pale blue skies, and cerulean waters fill long and silent valleys. When the days ended, I camped in pristine forests, accompanied only by birds and by the scent of pine, and when the days began, I watched the sun rise over ridges and illuminate the roads, and thought about how, about now, others were getting ready for work, climbing into cars or squeezing into trains. But a poet once said that nothing gold can stay, and I knew that soon the mountains would end, and I'd be spit out into the desolate badlands of Aragon. On my first evening outside the Pyrenees, I struggled to find somewhere inconspicuous to sleep, until I spotted an untouched hill beyond some olive groves and at the end of an overgrown track. As I set up atop the hill, hidden among trees, I knew that the next night I'd have to stay at a campsite to charge my devices. The nearest campsite was over 100 kilometers away, on the other side of the Monegros Desert. Long gone were the rich colours of the mountains, replaced by rusty yellows and browns, dull beneath a grey sky, but I had started this ride to see parts of Iberia that few others do, far from the beaches of the Algarve, from the crowds of Las Ramblas, and as I rode along all but abandoned tracks, pushing when the wet earth was too soft to ride, I felt that I was nowhere. Silence had reigned here for decades, at least since the Civil War. It was in these hills that Orwell, who had come to fight the fascists, received a sniper's bullet in the neck, marking the end of his stint as a soldier. Now there were just the calls of birds that fled when I approached, and the occasional rustling of a fox in pursuit of a hare. After 10 hours on the move, the clouds began to clear and the sun began to set as I approached the campsite, and the last stretch of track was flanked by glowing fields of corn. 500 kilometers now separated me from the start of my ride, but another 1300 was still ahead.